Everybody. We made it to Hoi An, our second destination. It is known as the City of Lanterns, and we will be showing that to you later on in the video at nighttime.
And also it is referred to as the Old City or the Ancient Town. They have a lot of markets and food in the area.
And we will bring all of that to you guys in our short 1-week visit here in Hoi An. So let's dive in. We stayed at the Legend Charm Boutique Hotel. This place was great. It's about a 10-minute walk to the Old Town or Ancient Town, and it's close to many markets and cafes. Our room had a super comfy bed, a balcony. Some mornings we could even see the water buffalo over by that river, and a good size bathroom. Free Wi-Fi as well. And with our room rate, we did have a free breakfast. Good morning. So the great thing at this hotel, we also do have breakfast included with the room rate that we picked. It's a little bit different from our last place. This one is strictly off the menu, so you're going to order what you want. They have a couple options. They've got American dishes. They also have Vietnamese dishes. The pro of that is your food is made fresh. It's hot. The con with that is this is all the coffee we get, which no bueno, we need more coffee. And we would like maybe a little bit more, but I think it's good because it's well balanced. We even get our little fruit and our delicious coconut coffee. So it is definitely, for us, it works because it's one less meal we have to go find on the streets. Every afternoon, we were on the hunt for a great cup of Vietnamese coffee. Luckily, there were cafes everywhere, and there are so many different types of coffees to try. And believe me, we tried a lot.
All right, so I'm trying a coconut coffee here in Hoi An. And so first you're going to taste the top whipping cream. Sweet, coconutty, and icy. So they probably did some shaved ice in there. Let's try the coffee, usually very strong. Oh yeah, ooh, yeah, that's very strong. And then you do just mix it up together. Coconut coffee, Hoi An, Vietnam. All right, so the final verdict on the coconut coffee. It was pretty good. Most places we've seen or videos we've seen, it had a lot of coconut up on the top, and it almost looked like ice cream or like a layer. This one just had a little bit floating in the middle. It wasn't very sweet until you got to the bottom, and it had coconut pieces or dried coconut in the bottom, and it had a little bit more sweetness at the end. Overall, pretty good, but we're going to keep searching for something a little better. So if you're new here or you've been following along and don't really know our story of how we became the Ink Nomads, this is it.
So I'm on my way. There's a tattoo shop here. I heard they're a lot cheaper here in Vietnam. So let's check it out and see what we have in store for us here today.
I was around the tattoo scene for over 15 years, and whenever I travel, I'd get tattoos, just as a way to remember where I'd been. When Kenda and I met, started traveling together, she joined in on the fun. It became our thing. Tattoos instead of souvenirs, memories you actually carry. So when we decided to share this journey on YouTube, it just made sense. Ink Nomads felt right. It's our way of honoring different cultures, showing what budget travel and early retirement look like, and keeping that no-nonsense Gen X attitude while doing life on our own terms.
Another day, another banh mi. This spot is run for decades by the original owner's family, and it's earned tons of reviews for its fresh sandwiches and no-frills experience. Behind me, you see the lines of people waiting to get in. We came in at the right time. We saw it online and figured we'd have to try it. We ordered our 2 banh mi's, a big water. It was only 80,000 dong. The one great thing I will say, their bread was a little bit different than the other breads we've had thus far. I don't know why Vietnam just makes the killer bread, man. Arizona, they can't even make a bread, but Vietnam has got that on lock. Check it out if you're in the area. As a budget traveler, we love this one because it's free. The Precious Heritage Art Gallery. It is a permanent cultural museum and gallery founded by the French photographer Hoi An that celebrates diversity throughout Vietnam's 54 officially recognized ethnic groups. There are beautiful large format portraits, traditional costumes, and rare tribal artifacts, and all of the stories that he collected over more than a decade of traveling across Vietnam's remote regions. So we're sitting at Ken's. It is right next to where we're staying here in Hoi An. It is right across the river from Old Town, which is really nice because we're a little bit of away from the craziness, but close enough that we can walk there. So we came here tonight for some Hoi An specialties. The first thing we wanted to get was the white rose cake or dumplings, and they are all out of them. Bummer. So we're going to try some other things, and we'll see how they are.
All right, so we have the clay pot pork. It's very sweet and savory. Awesome. The more in glory. It's very hearty. That's delicious. Very garlicky. With a nice brown sauce on it. Some tomatoes. Awesome.
I got a stir-fried eggplant dish. First, I have to say the presentation of this is absolutely gorgeous. The way they put the cucumbers on that plate, it is beautiful, but the taste in this is so good. It's got that savory umami taste to it. It's really, really great. And that morning glory, this is our first time eating it. I have to tell you, I wish we tried it sooner because I would get this every day. It is garlicky. It's almost, I don't want to say like escarole, but it's really, really good. So our meal is complete. It was fantastic. Every bite was delicious. We finished every last little bit of it. I even want more. It was so good. But they have ice cream, which has been a hard thing for me to find. So I ordered some ice cream, and look at this. It is, I don't even know what's in it. It's kind of like the little pretzel shaped cookies and chocolate sauce. And I thought I was just getting a scoop of chocolate ice cream, but we got this. Let's see. Ooh, that is really good. One of the most amazing things, which we still, after 4 months of doing this, can't wrap our heads around, all of that amazing, delicious, fresh food. For that meal that you just saw, it cost us 295,000 dong. All right, we're going for it. I'm going to get a tattoo. I'm going to add it onto my collectible arm here. You'll have to wait till the end to see what I get. One of the fun things of walking around is you never know what you're going to find, like this, the Kowalski Monument. It's a tribute to the foreign heritage expert who helped save and restore Hoi An's ancient town and other historic sites after the war. Locals credit him with pivotal work that helped the city eventually become a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and the statue is in a small park on the Tran Phu Street. It celebrates his lasting legacy in cultural preservation and the friendship between Vietnam and Poland.
Okay, so when you're in Hoi An and being such a big Anthony Bourdain fan, I have to hit the spots that he went to. We're on our way to go see the banh mi place that he recommended on season 5 on No Reservation. So let's go check it out and see how it is. So we made it to the place that Anthony Bourdain made famous. It's banh mi phone, and I probably butchered that, but that's okay. And we got some barbecue pork banh mi sandwiches, and we're gonna dig in and try them and see how they are. All right, so we got our sandwiches. Let's see what they do here. We got one thing about it is we went to the banh mi clean the other day, which was also recommended. It had a little bit more meat on it. It looked a little bit more full. We did also get the barbecue pork. Let's see the flavor. Bread is really crispy and crunchy, very good. Barbecue pork has a really good flavor. A lot of veggies on it as well. Okay, so the verdict. To be honest with you, they all pretty much taste the same. What my suggestion to you is just come here, try them, go to streetcars, go to the restaurants. If you're a big Anthony Bourdain fan, it's definitely a fun, nostalgic way to celebrate them. And they usually run, the sandwiches are pretty reasonable for it being such a popular spot. They run between 30,000 and 40,000 dong. Our meal came to 100,000 dong with a bottle of water. So if you're in the area, definitely check this place out and give them your business. Anthony Bourdain would love it.
Originally, when we booked our stay for Hoi An, we were staying beachside. And since the weather was not great in Da Nang. We luckily changed it up, and I'm really glad we did. We came into Old Town, and I'm so happy we did this, because if we were beachside, the weather's not beachy, and I don't want to say there's not much going on there, but it's, what we just did for 2 weeks in Da Nang. So now we're in Old Town, and it is awesome. It is quite a sight to see. The little shops, it's kind of almost like preserved from back in the day, all the little yellow shop houses, and it's really a fun place to be. It's a foodie's heaven for sure. Another great find as you're walking around Hoi An is the Japanese covered bridge. It was built in the late 16th century by Japanese merchants to connect the town's Japanese and Chinese quarters. The wooden bridge features intricate carvings and a small temple shrine at its center. It symbolizes harmony and protection. It reflects the cultural blend that made Hoi An a thriving trading port and remains a powerful symbol of the city's charm and history. We were trying to have all of the Hoi An delicacies, and one of them was the Zi Ma black sesame soup. So we set out on a hunt to find it. We found this place as we walked in. We weren't really sure if it was the right place to be, but what a find it was. So we found the Zi Ma shop. It's almost like a little homestay, I'd say. A very nice gentleman brought us in, and he actually gave us some tea. It's got some black sesame and some ginger, and he said it was very good for flatulence. So I think Mark will benefit from this. And then we're just waiting for our black sesame soup. So we got the black sesame soup. It is so tasty. I thought it was going to be cold, but it's hot. And it's a family tradition. It's been in the family for over 100 years. And the owner was just explaining to us they make it with the black sesame seeds, sweet potato for sweetness, and then some natural herbs in it for cleansing your blood. It's good for everything that ails you pretty much, but it's got a really nice sweet taste to it, and it's very refreshing. And he said this is a Chinese recipe, and the Chinese typically will eat this for a breakfast. What a wonderful experience we just had. If you are in the Hoi An area, you have to come down here and check it out. It was a lovely service, tea, the amazing black sesame soup. We got a lot of history. We found out his parents, when they first started doing this, would make this soup early in the morning and go out on the local streets and actually sell it that way. And then once they became older, they opened up right out of their home, and that's what they do. It is a great time to come down. He's such a wonderful man. For the tea and for the soup, it was 60,000 Vietnamese dong. Not too long ago, Vietnam had some historical, horrible rainstorms. And actually, a lot of Old Town Hoi An was underwater. So it is miraculous to see how quickly they have cleaned up and restored, and they're back to business as usual. So when you are in Hoi An and you're on this side of the bridge, you have got to come to Maze. We ate here. This is our second time. The food is great. The hospitality is even better. They are amazing. They're a lot of fun, and it's a great place to come. So when we get some food, we're going to show you what we got. I'm eating the traditional cow lao. It is a Hoi An specialty. It is a bunch of flat noodles. There is chicken. There is bean sprouts, all sorts of deliciousness, a little bit of broth in it. But the one thing that makes it special, they say in Hoi An, they use a special water to get the noodles that color and that texture and consistency. We had it the other day, and it was so good. We came back for more. Look at that.
All right, so I'm eating the cow lao too. I got some beef, and this is probably one of my new favorites. It's so hearty and delicious. It almost has like a curry taste to it with the special water that they use, and very hearty. I definitely recommend coming to Maze and checking it out if you're in Hoi An.
Oh, my belly is full. It was so, so good. And the wonderful thing, they give you some complimentary watermelon when you are done. I never knew watermelon was such a big fruit in Vietnam, and this is one of the best ones we've had. We had some watermelon back in New Jersey and in Arizona. Vietnam watermelon, the bomb. Now, our entire meal here that you just saw was 175,000 dong.
So I'm always giving Kenda crap about self-care, but I need some pampering also. And plus, Kenda is sick of cutting my hair.
So we found a barber in Hoi An, and we're going to go and get a haircut. It's 85,000 kid. And the good thing is that they pull out your gray hair. So I'm going to be here all day probably like this. Okay, so let's go in and check it out.
My barber Ty was super precise, no rushing, really taking his time like he actually cared about how you walked out. You could tell he had pride in what he was doing. Every little detail mattered. And the wild part, it cost almost nothing. One of those moments where you're like, how is this so good for so cheap?
All right, we are trying yet another Hoi An delicacy. It is called pan dap. It is a rice cracker. Inside there is the softer rice paper, and the outside is the crunchy, almost like a fried rice paper, and they're together. And then you can dip them, and this is an anchovy dipping sauce. And they've got some shallots, hot peppers, and fish sauce. And you have that. And we've also ordered an order of little tiny mussels and clams that we're going to go with this. Okay, so we also got hen zao. It is little baby clams or mussels, and they were nice enough to come over and show us how to eat it because we weren't really sure. So it's a different type of cracker for that, and you kind of just dip it in like a spoon. And eat it. One of the greatest things with a lot of these smaller, I'll say family-run restaurants is we're literally in their house. I don't know if you can see behind me, but this is kind of almost like a front porch area, and then their home is right behind me. You can see it looks like the elders, or like I'll say like the grandparents are the main, and then it's like the kids, the grandkids. There's all kids running around having a good time. Some of them are crying, but they're having fun. And during our meal, the grandfather figure came and gave us some hot tea, which was really nice. So it's a really cool, definitely a great experience to have this, because you would never find anything like this in the States. We lucked out with this place. We found it actually on Google, and the owner was actually shocked that we found this. It is very, very local. She was very surprised to see us here, but very happy to see us here.
We walked
too.
about 30 minutes from where we're staying across the bridge in Hoi An, so it's a little bit past Old Town. Probably about a 15-minute walk past Old Town, but we definitely recommend to support local and come on and check it out if you're in town.
Absolutely.
It was delicious.
Yes, and for that meal that we had, it was only
55,000 dong for those two items, which is crazy.
It's insane.
That's awesome.
And they really are, looking for support. She said they've been here for I believe it was about a year. So if you are in the Hoi An area, please come on down, support them. They're a wonderful family, and you'll leave with a full belly, and you'll have a
smile,
a big smile on your face.
All right, so we just stopped at a local cart on our way back from the place with the clams and stuff, and we decided to try whatever it is that we got. So we got two little cups. I know one is flan with iced coffee, and then that looks like
really
some kind of jello or some kind of gel stuff.
What it is
with fruit. And so we're gonna give it a shot and try it. Both of these things were only 20,000 dong. So let's bite in and see what it is.
Here, I wanna. Let's see. We're gonna let Mark be the taste tester.
Oh shit!
Oh boy, you dropped it. All right, here we go.
I have no idea what it is. Almost tastes like has a florally kind of sweet taste to it. It's actually got a good flavor. Almost like a hardened gelatin. Not too bad.
Yeah,
But,
it almost looks like a Jello.
yeah,
And
good
then
thing to try.
try that one.
And then
That
this
one
is
was
the,
like almost looked like a flan.
This is a flan
and
with
then
some
she
iced
put
coffee.
ice, and then she put coffee.
Yes.
So I think that would be up Mark's alley.
Yeah, that one's really good. That's just straight up flan and a little bit of Vietnamese coffee. Delicious.
Awesome. We woke up and the sun was shining, so we decided let's venture out. We are here at Marble Mountain. There are 5 different mountains. All of them are representing different elements. We are gonna walk up. There's a whole lot of stairs. You can wimp out and take an elevator, but we're not doing that. We're gonna walk it, see what we see, and come along with us and let's go check it out. So it's 156 steps up. The good thing with them, they're all kind of carved into the stones. They're a little treacherous. As you can see, I'm a little bit out of breath, but it's a beautiful day for it. To get into the park, 40,000 dong per person. And if you did want to take the elevator up, it would have been an additional 40,000 per person. Let's go. Marble Mountain is actually 5 limestone mountains, each named after an element: metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. Out of the 5, Water Mountain, which you see today, is the only one fully accessible to tourists. It has stairs, an elevator, viewpoints, and temples. But be warned, if you are not on a tour, when you get there, they will try to grab you, pull you in all different directions. Just stay on course, go to the entrance gate, and pay the 40,000 dong. Now, that being said, inside Water Mountain alone, there's several caves to explore, pagodas, tunnels, and hidden chambers carved into the rocks. It's part natural wonder, part spiritual maze, and easily the star of the whole Marble Mountain complex. So we're inside the first cave. We're kind of in a holding period here. The entrances throughout the caves are really, really narrow. So it's like a one-way, and people are kind of scrambling up the rocks. So we're just waiting here, and we'll see if we can make it through. We're hoping that there's an exit on the other side, because if not, we don't know how we're going to get out. Made it through the cave. It was pretty cool. Now we're just kind of on like a line here. We're still climbing up the mountain. We're assuming this is to get down, but it's moving really, really slow. But luckily, as you can see, there's trees all around us. It's nice and cool. From where we were staying in Hoi An, it's probably about a 25-minute to 30-minute ride to get here. We just grabbed a grab. My advice would be definitely wear really comfortable clothing, wear really good supportive sneakers. It makes for a great half day if you like to hike, walk, adventure. Definitely fun and well worth it. And a public service announcement, make sure you wear deodorant, please. All right, we finally got a white rose. What it looks like is a rice paper dumpling. I'm assuming it's probably like a pork shrimp mix inside, but on top they've got some crispy shallots and a nice dipping sauce. So let's dive in here and see. Ooh. All right, it's gonna probably be very messy to eat. I think there's a shrimp pork mix. I think it will be better once I put it in there, but good stuff. Another Hoi An specialty, just chicken and rice. Very basic, but this one looks like it is over a bunch of different vegetables. I'm gonna say there's a little bit of papaya in there. It looks really, really good. Let me try the chicken. Tender, not much seasoning on it, so of course I'm gonna zhuzh it up, but it's very good.
Okay, so I got the beef over morning glory. We had this the other night and it was awesome. The morning glory with garlic. It's really good flavor. The beef looks good. It's like stir fried, and got a ton of garlic on it, fried garlic. Let's dig in and see what it is. Great flavor, good garlic, a little bit of sweetness. Awesome.
So you just finished our dinner here at Huang. It is a family-run restaurant, which most of the places here are, but the portions were generous. The food was really, really good. The one thing I will say about my chicken and rice, the outside of it almost was crispy, and then the inside was nice and tender. It was great. So for our entire meal here, it cost us about $260,000. When you are walking around in any country, I always would recommend go into these little hole in the walls, even if there's nobody in there. I know usually we say like go where the locals go, go where the locals go. A lot of times we go out to dinner, it's a lot earlier than most people. But when we walked by this place, we checked out their menu. There was one person in here and we're like, you know what, let's give it a shot. And it was amazing. So give the little local places a shot. You won't be disappointed.
All right, guys, so we were walking around and found this cool bar. It's got a local hometown feel with New York City dive bar vibes. It's got great drinks, beers, local and craft, mixed drinks, reasonably priced. The owner and the staff are great. They got awesome music playing. There's a lot of expats and tourists that you can make fast friends, and you can also get some of the recommendations for your slow travel journey. Check it out when you're in town. You don't want to miss it. Being budget slow travelers, we learned pretty quickly that haggling is part of daily life, and Hoi An is no exception. It's friendly, playful, and totally expected. Prices usually start high, so a smile, a little back and forth, and knowing when to walk away go a long way. A few nights later, we found out they were cheaper than we paid anyway, and honestly, that's part of the fun.
So little mango cakes. It's almost like mochi. But the funny thing is, thank God I don't have a peanut allergy. I bit into this bad boy and it is peanuts galore, which I love and it's delicious. But you can see that is all peanuts in there. And it was 20,000 dong for one. But we only had a big bill. We didn't have something smaller. So the lady was nice enough just to take what we had. I think we had about 8,000, I believe it was. So she just took that for the one, which I think is a fair price.
Hoi An's tailor shops are no joke. They're famous for quick, custom-made clothing at great prices. Everywhere you look, there's shops offering suits, dresses, shirts, and even shoes and leather goods, often made in a day or two. You pick the fabric and style, they'll take your measurements, and boom, you're often ready to go. It's a fun and easy way to shop. So you would walk by this place and not even realize it's here. There is a sign that says tattoo, but if you weren't specifically looking for it, you would never have any idea. In the front, his mom has a little shop where she's selling some clothing, some bags, some souvenirs, what have you. But then you come down here and he's got his shop set up right back here. I was expecting the loudness of the old guns, right? But this is very quiet and he's very, very gentle. Nice light touch. Great experience I had here with my tattoo artist, Lynn. The one thing I think a lot of people might be a little hesitant about getting tattooed out of the States. Everything is sterilized. Everything came out of boxes. He opened everything directly in front of me. Gloves, everything was on the up and up. He was fantastic. I could barely feel most of it, which was wonderful. And it was a great experience and I love it. So I'm all done with my tattoo. It was a great experience. Lynn is so meticulous with his work. Probably about 90 minutes or so. He used black, white, shaded it out, used 3 or 4 different size needles. It was a great experience. Didn't really feel too much, which is always a bonus with tattoos. And the best part, it was only 900,000 dong. All right, so we are on the hunt for some pizza tonight in Hoi An. We found this little spot called Brick and Stone Restaurant. It is right by our hotel, which is great. They've got a bunch of stuff on the menu. We were super stoked because they actually had some buffalo wings, so we ordered some of those. We ordered a pepperoni pizza, and I ordered one of the local. Oh my gosh, check this out. Can you see this? Do you guys remember these? If you're old enough, you remember pull tabs. I haven't seen one of those in forever. But local beer, it's called Huda. It's great. It's 25,000 Vietnam dong. And I think that comes out to like $1 or something. You can't beat it. And it's really, really great. So let's see how our pizza's going to be. Vietnam style. We got our pizza first. We're waiting on our wings, but it smells really good. You can smell the pepperoni, and it's real pepperoni, which is always a good thing. It's really, really hot, so I'm not going to bite into it just yet, but it looks nice and thin. It is a little bit on the smaller side for Mark's liking, but there's 8 slices, and I think with the wings, I'll be okay. He may still need some snacks, but we'll see.
All right, so the wings have arrived. They look really good. They're a good size. They have a crispy texture on the outside, so they've been fried pretty good. At first, I was a little bit worried because I didn't think they were cooked, but they are pretty crispy. They look pretty hot. They're supposed to be spicy. Let's bite in and see. They are a little bit warm, but good meat, good texture. Not really any spice on it, though. Maybe it'll kick in a little while, but I'll let you know.
So our waitress just dropped this off, this little jar, and we were kind of like, what is it? Looks like it's olive oil. Ooh, fresh garlic, lots of garlic and basil. But I'm going to bite into this pizza now because it's cooled down a little bit. You can see it's a very nice thin crust. Feels really good. Mmm. Good cheese pull. Mmm. Great sauce. So far, so good. So we finished our meal. Everything was fantastic. The funny thing is we feel like maybe the Vietnamese people feel like Americans can't handle spice because we ordered the buffalo wings spicy and hot, and they came out and they were like sweet. They were still very good, but they're very different from the Thai people because Thai people just killed us with spice, which we loved. So we just keep adding spice on. But that being said, our entire meal was 375,000 dong, and it was great. As you can see, Hoi An at night, a little bit different. Everything comes alive. The lanterns are lit, all of the bars are lit up, there's live music, and there are people. Everybody's out enjoying themselves, and it's a great, great vibe.
Slow travel means getting from place to place however you can. Planes when you have to, trains when you can, and buses when you're on a budget, which we usually are. They're cheap, practical, and tonight we will find out how it goes.
All right, we are getting on a sleeper bus. It was late getting here, but we're hitting it now.
We have about a 9 or 10 hour ride, and we're headed to Nha Trang. We'll see you then.
Slow travel isn't always glamorous, especially on longer trips, but the price usually can't be beat, and that's hard to ignore. You sacrifice a little comfort along the way, but that's all part of the experience.
As always, guys, keep exploring.
Keep inking,
And we'll catch you on the next one.